Have you ever promised yourself that tomorrow would be different? Tomorrow, I will wake up early. Tomorrow, I will study harder. Tomorrow, I will exercise. Tomorrow, I will stop wasting time. Tomorrow, I will change my life. But when tomorrow arrives, nothing changes. The alarm rings. You press the snooze button. Your book stays closed. Your dreams remain only dreams. Another day passes. Another opportunity disappears. Another promise is broken. If this has happened to you, do not think you are weak. Do not think you are lazy. Do not think you are a failure. Because the truth is something completely different. The biggest difference between successful people and ordinary people is not intelligence. It is not talent. It is not luck. It is discipline. Discipline is the quiet force that changes ordinary people into extraordinary people. It helps you continue when motivation disappears. It pushes you forward when nobody is watching. It reminds you that success is built one small action at a time. Today, you will discover why discipline is more powerful than motivation. You will learn how disciplined people think. You will understand why small daily choices create great lives. And by the end of this lesson, you may never look at success in the same way again. So relax. Open your mind. Forget everything around you. And let's begin. What is self-discipline? Many people believe discipline means living a difficult life. They imagine someone who never smiles, someone who works every hour of the day, someone who never rests. But discipline is not about making life harder. It is about making life better. Self-discipline means doing what is important, even when you do not feel like doing it. Anyone can work when they feel motivated. Anyone can study when they feel excited. Anyone can exercise on the first day. The real challenge begins when motivation disappears. Because motivation is like the weather. Some days it is strong. Some days it completely disappears. If your success depends on motivation, your results will always change. But discipline is different. Discipline continues on good days. Discipline continues on bad days. It continues when you are tired. It continues when you are afraid. It continues even when nobody is cheering for you. That is why discipline wins every single time. Why most people never reach their dreams. When children are young, they have big dreams. They want to become doctors, pilots, teachers, scientists, artists, athletes, business owners. They believe everything is possible. Then life becomes more difficult. They begin listening to negative voices. This is impossible. You are not good enough. Maybe next year. Slowly, dreams become smaller. Comfort becomes bigger. People stop believing in themselves. Not because they cannot succeed, but because they stop taking action. Every dream requires discipline. Without discipline, dreams remain wishes. A wish changes nothing. Action changes everything. Many people wait until they feel ready. The problem is, nobody ever feels completely ready. Successful people understand this. They begin before they feel confident. They learn while moving, not while waiting. Discipline is freedom. This may sound strange. Many people think discipline takes away freedom. The opposite is true. Discipline creates freedom. Imagine two people. The first person spends money without thinking. He buys everything he wants. At first, he feels free. Months later, he has debt, stress, anxiety. The second person saves money. He spends carefully. He plans his future. At first, this feels difficult. But years later, he has financial freedom. The same principle applies to health. The person who eats unhealthy food every day feels happy for a few minutes. Years later, his body becomes weak. The disciplined person chooses healthy food, exercises regularly, sleeps well. Years later, he enjoys energy, strength, health. Discipline gives you a better future. Every small sacrifice today becomes a great reward tomorrow. Small choices build great lives. Many people believe success comes from one big moment. This is not true. Success comes from thousands of small decisions. Choosing to read instead of scrolling on your phone. Choosing to wake up when the alarm rings. Choosing to finish your work before relaxing. Choosing to keep your promises to yourself. These choices seem small, almost invisible, but they change everything. Imagine placing one small brick every day. One brick does not look impressive. After 1 year, you have built a strong wall. Your habits work exactly the same way. Every action is another brick. Every good habit builds a stronger future. People admire successful people, but they rarely see the thousands of small choices behind that success. Success is never an accident. It is built every single day. Why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Many people wait for motivation before they begin. They say, I will start when I feel ready. I will exercise when I have more energy. I will study when I feel motivated. The problem is that motivation does not always come. Some mornings you wake up feeling excited. Other mornings you feel tired. Some days you feel confident. Other days you doubt yourself. If you only work when you feel motivated, you will never reach your full potential. Discipline teaches a different lesson. It says, do it anyway. You may not feel like reading today. Read anyway. You may not feel like exercising. Exercise anyway. You may not feel like practicing English. Practice anyway. Every time you do something difficult, you become stronger. Not only physically, but mentally. Your mind begins to understand an important truth. I can do difficult things. This simple belief changes everything. The battle between comfort and growth. Every day, you face two voices. The first voice says, stay in bed. You can start tomorrow. One more hour will not hurt. You deserve a break. The second voice says, get up. Your future is waiting. Take one more step. Keep your promise. Every successful person hears both voices. The difference is simple. They choose to listen to the second one. Comfort feels good today. Growth feels good forever. Every great achievement begins with choosing growth over comfort. The student chooses to study while others waste time. The athlete chooses to train while others sleep. The writer chooses to write while others watch television. The musician practices while others make excuses. Small choices create extraordinary lives. Your habits shape your identity. Many people think, when I become successful, I will become disciplined. The truth is the opposite. First, you become disciplined, then success follows. Your habits tell your brain who you are. If you read every day, you become a reader. If you write every day, you become a writer. If you exercise every day, you become a healthy person. Identity is not created by dreams. Identity is created by repeated actions. Every action is a vote for the person you want to become. Imagine placing one drop of water into a glass. One drop changes almost nothing, but after thousands of drops, the glass becomes full. Success works the same way. One good habit seems small, but thousands of good habits build an extraordinary life. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is a dangerous sentence that has stolen millions of dreams. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. One day becomes 1 year. Then people look back and wonder where the time went. The perfect moment does not exist. There will always be problems, fear, uncertainty. The people who succeed are not those who wait. They are those who begin. Remember, a small beginning is better than a perfect plan that never happens. One page is better than no pages. One push-up is better than 0. 10 minutes of study are better than waiting for 3 perfect hours. Progress is built one step at a time. Discipline builds confidence. Many people believe confidence comes first. They think, when I become confident, I will act. Life teaches the opposite lesson. Action creates confidence. Imagine learning to drive a car. On your first day, you feel nervous. Your hands shake. Everything feels difficult. After months of practice, driving becomes natural. What changed? Did confidence come first? No. Practice created confidence. Every skill follows the same pattern. Speak English. Make mistakes. Learn. Improve. Repeat. One day you realize something amazing. The thing that once scared you has become normal. Confidence is earned, not given. The price of success. Everything valuable has a price. Health requires discipline. Knowledge requires discipline. Strong relationships require discipline. Financial freedom requires discipline. There is no shortcut. You can choose the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline lasts for a short time. The pain of regret can last for years. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Which pain would you rather carry? The pain of working hard today or the pain of wondering, what would my life have been like if I had started? Your future is watching every decision you make today. Choose wisely. Discipline is an act of self-respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust. Every time you break a promise, you weaken that trust. Imagine having a friend who never keeps their promises. Would you trust them? Probably not. Now ask yourself another question. Can you trust yourself? If you promise to wake up early, do it. If you promise to study, do it. If you promise to improve your life, begin today. Keeping promises to yourself is one of the highest forms of self-respect. And self-respect is the foundation of confidence. Success is built in the dark. There is something that many people do not see. They admire successful people. They see the awards, the beautiful house, the healthy body, the successful business, the confident speaker. But they rarely see what happened before the success. They do not see the early mornings, the lonely nights, the failures, the tears, the thousands of times that person wanted to quit. Success is built when nobody is watching. It is built during the moments when you have two choices, to continue or to give up. Every time you choose to continue, you become stronger. Not because the work becomes easier, but because you become better. The strongest trees grow during the hardest storms. The strongest people are built during the hardest seasons of life. If life is difficult today, do not lose hope. Maybe this is the season that is making you stronger. Maybe your greatest victory is being prepared right now. Never forget that diamonds are created under pressure, gold becomes pure through fire, and strong people are shaped by challenges. The 1% rule. Many people believe they must change their entire life in one day. They create huge plans. Tomorrow they will wake up at 5, exercise for 2 hours, read 100 pages, learn a new language, work all day, meditate, eat perfectly. After 2 or 3 days, they become exhausted. Then they quit. This is not discipline. This is impatience. Real discipline is much simpler. Become just 1% better every day. Read 5 pages. Walk for 15 minutes. Learn 5 new English words. Drink more water. Sleep 30 minutes earlier. These actions look small, but after 1 year, they create a completely different person. Great lives are built through small improvements repeated every single day. Never underestimate small progress. Small progress is still progress. The power of keeping your word. Imagine making a promise to your best friend. Would you try to keep it? Of course. Now think about the promises you make to yourself. I will start tomorrow. I will stop wasting time. I will change. How many of these promises have you broken? Every broken promise weakens your confidence. Every promise you keep makes you stronger. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship in your life. Learn to trust yourself, even if the promise is small. If you decide to read for 10 minutes, read for 10 minutes. If you decide to wake up earlier, wake up earlier. Small victories create a strong mind. A strong mind creates a strong life. Imagine your future self. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. There are 2 versions of you. The first version continued making excuses, kept waiting, kept delaying, kept saying tomorrow. The second version made a different choice. They started today, they stayed disciplined, they kept learning, they kept improving. Every day, they became a little better. Now ask yourself, which version do you want to become? The answer is not decided by luck. It is decided by today's choices. Every decision you make is writing the story of your future. Write a story you will be proud to read. Final message. Life will never be perfect. There will always be problems, difficult days, moments when you feel like giving up. But remember something important. You do not have to be perfect. You only have to keep moving. One step, then another, then another. Some days your steps will be small. That is okay. Small steps still move you forward. Never compare your journey with someone else's journey. Some people bloom early, others bloom later. The sun rises at its own time. The moon shines at its own time. Both are beautiful. Your time will come too. Trust the process, trust your effort, trust your discipline. Because every page you read, every workout you finish, every hour you spend learning, every promise you keep, is building a future that your present self cannot yet see. One day, people will call you successful. They will say, you were lucky. They will never know the truth. The truth is that luck had very little to do with it. It was your discipline, your patience, your consistency, your courage to continue when quitting felt easier. Remember this sentence for the rest of your life. Motivation starts the journey, discipline finishes it. And one final thought before you leave. Years from now, you will not regret the days you worked hard to build your dreams. You will regret the opportunities you never took, the books you never read, the skills you never learned, the life you were too afraid to live. So start today. Start before you feel ready. Start before everything is perfect. Start with one small action. Because the future belongs to those who take action today. Thank you for listening. Keep learning, keep growing, keep believing in yourself. And remember, a disciplined life is not a difficult life. It is a life full of freedom, purpose, and endless possibilities.